Live from the IRC television studios on the SUNY Oneonta campus, this is Oneonta News Now. I'm Joanna Weidenhammer.
And I'm Barbara Prempe.
Before we start the news, meteorologist Connor Chapman joins us with a look at the Oneonta weather cam.
Thanks, Joanna. Seasonable day today, a little chilly, with some nice breaks of sunshine in the afternoon. I'll let you know if you can expect those breaks of sunshine or a little bit of wintry weather over the weekend after the break. Back to you.
Thanks, Connor. Coming up next, we have your campus news. Stay tuned to Oneonta News Now.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
To get in the way before it happens.
To get a friend home safe.
And to not blame the victim.
It's on us.
To look out for each other.
To not look the other way.
It's on us to stand up.
To step in.
To take responsibility.
It's on us, all of us,
to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
In campus news, the newly renovated Physical Science building has been officially opened to students and faculty to start off the 2017 semester. The renovation project, which began in the summer of 2014, cost nearly $28 million to complete. This new and improved building features state-of-the-art teaching and research spaces, as well as the campus's first technology-enabled active learning classroom, also known as a TEAL classroom. This space is a high-tech facility that is designed to promote hands-on and collaborative learning activities. Physical Science will also be the new home for the college's anthropology, chemistry, biochemistry, physics, and astronomy departments. This building is projected to meet the gold certification of sustainability with a leadership in energy and environmental design organization, which ranks the green features of buildings. One of the many sustainability features designed into Physical Science is an energy dashboard. This interactive tool displays the real-time energy and water consumption data for the building to promote conservation efforts. The theme of this redesigned building was Science on Display, which required lots of open space for group study, as well as windowed classrooms and labs.
Michael Sandbag, a SUNY Oneonta senior, was selected to receive the National Association of Music Merchants Foundation President's Innovation Award. Sandberg was one of the 60 college students to receive this prestigious award, which is given to college music students exploring careers in music, education, or business. Recipients were able to attend the 2016 NAMM show in Anaheim, California, where they were honored at the reception. This music products trade show featured nearly 2,000 exhibits and more than 6,000 brands. Sandbag was excited to be part of the NAMM conference. He stated, quote, "NAMM brings together people from all over the world to share their love of music and music products. It felt great to be part of it," unquote. Students also had the opportunity to attend workshop and network with professionals in the field. The SUNY Oneonta Mass Communication Department has donated excess television studio equipment to Oneonta High School to operate a state-of-the-art television studio of their very own. The studio will be used as an educational resource in English and broadcasting classes. A.J. Hickox, teacher of broadcast communication classes at Oneonta High School, had his classroom transformed into an operating television studio for his 16 students. Hickox is very excited about all the possibilities this new studio holds, stating, quote, "This equipment will help teach them the basics, and if they're capable of the basics, I think there's a place for them in that industry," unquote. SUNY Oneonta Junior Tyler Kimball and chief engineer for us here at Wire TV built the system from the ground up that was donated to OHS. After spending many hours constructing all of the studio's components, Kimball stated, quote, "When you finally plug everything in and the lights come on, it's pretty exciting." Kimball, who was guided by Director of Creative Media Services at the college, David Jeezy, ensured the equipment available to SUNY Oneonta students in what is used in small market television stations for the best possible knowledge of production. The newest addition to OHS will be used for the coverage of morning announcements, athletic events, and graduation ceremonies. Thanks, Joanna. We have your local entertainment news when we come back. Stay tuned to Oneonta News Now.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
We're back with your local entertainment news update with Samantha Johnson. What's going on this week on campus, Samantha?
Well, there's a lot of good movies playing at the Red Dragon Theater, but that's as always. Nice. There's also a benefit concert coming up, which is really interesting. I'm excited to tell you guys about that. Yeah. But other than that, let's take a closer look at what's going on here in Oneonta. This past Saturday, the Red Dragon Theater played the featured film Loving. Acclaimed writer and director Jeff Nichols created this movie in an attempt to celebrate the real-life courage of an interracial couple. The couple got married and spent 9 years of their relationship fighting for the right to live as a family in their hometown. The civil rights case Loving v. Virginia went all the way to the Supreme Court and reaffirmed the foundation for the right to marry. This film portrayed a love story that has become a wonderful inspiration for all couples. The cross-country ski tour also took place this past Saturday at Gilbert Lake. The group set out Saturday morning and began with a long loop around the lake property. No previous ski experience was needed to attend this event. Students were able to register prior to the event with a $10 refundable deposit. Overall, the event was a huge success and will continue to take place each year. In other news, the Red Dragon Theater will be screening the film Doctor Strange this Saturday at 9 p.m. The film stars Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays a disgraced former surgeon. Cumberbatch becomes a powerful sorcerer under the guidance of a mystic known as the Ancient One, played by Rachel McAdams. The movie is directed by Scott Derrickson and is rated PG-13. Tickets are free with a student ID and $3 for all others. Mark your calendars. The Shift Spring Benefit Concert will take place on April 13th at 5:30 p.m. in the Hunt Union Waterfront Room. Students will perform to raise funds for North Korean refugees. All proceeds will go to a grassroots organization called Liberty in North Korea. SHIFT would like to raise awareness of the families sitting in political prison rather than on the nuclear weapons and the Kim family. The concert's purpose is to focus on raising funds for people looking to relocate to safer areas of the world.
I think that's great. I think they've been doing it for some time now.
Yeah, I think so too. And
like a great
even
event.
though we're kind of a smaller school, I think it's also like really awesome that we're getting involved in such a good cause.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Coming up, we have your local news. Stay tuned to ONN.
Come in. Hey, you okay? Everybody's kind of worried about you.
No. I'm not okay.
In local news, a Windsor man was arrested by New York State Police on January 23rd for felony charges. 34-year-old Anthony C. Fedora was arrested for assault in the second degree and unlawful imprisonment in the first degree. Troopers responded to a 911 call from Broome County that reported a domestic dispute on Old Route 17 in the town of Windsor. Upon investigation, officers discovered a physical dispute took place in the home. Fedora kept the victim from leaving when they wanted to, and as a result, struck the victim several times, causing serious injuries. The victim was treated at Wilson Hospital for their injuries. Fedora was arraigned in the town of Windsor court and was remanded to Broome County Jail. An order of protection was issued against him for the victim's safety. No bail has been set, and his next court date is still pending.
Want to support a great cause and eat some delicious chili? Then the 13th Annual Chili Bowl Cook-Off Fundraiser is a place for you. This annual event will be taking place on February 5th at the Community Arts Network of Oneonta, located on 4th Street in Oneonta. The Chili Bowl Cook-Off will feature 25 different chili recipes to be tasted and voted on by the community. This event will also display the skillfully decorated bowls created by local potters and artists. By purchasing one of these hand-painted ceramic bowls, you will be able to taste as much chili as you would like. All proceeds will go to help Kano continue their efforts of promoting the arts throughout the community.
Gary Herzig, the City of Oneonta mayor, has signed a letter to members of Congress in support of the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare. The letter focuses on the many positive benefits the ACA provides to those with mental illnesses and addictions, including preventive services, as well as insurance companies' inability to deny coverage on the basis of a pre-existing medical condition. Herzig is one of the 106 mayors across the country to sign this letter to Congress. Other signees, including Herzig, are members of the Cities Thrive Coalition. This organization addresses the lack of adequate service available to people with mental health and illnesses and addictions. Herzig stated, quote, "Repealing the ACA before a viable replacement is defined as beyond irresponsible," unquote.
A group of local teens from Delaware County have teamed up to form a nonprofit organization of youth ambassadors. Their goal is to spread awareness and educate students throughout various interactive presentations at schools and community events. According to local students and city officials, boredom and isolation are two reasons why teenagers engage in alcohol abuse as well as tobacco and drug usage. Gabrielle Goko, a prevention specialist with the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Delaware County, believes the group can make a real difference in the Delaware County. The organization plans to target 9th through 12th graders in various schools across the county. According to the youth ambassadors, other than sports, teens don't have the opportunity to interact with one another. Goku went on to say, quote, "We want the community to know who we are so that we can work together to help empower others by making smart and healthy choices." Students wishing to become a youth ambassador are encouraged to call the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Delaware County.
The Cooperstown will be celebrating its 50th annual Winter Carnival this year. To celebrate its golden anniversary, there will be fun-filled events held now through February 4th. Activities and attractions for all ages include dog sledding, snow sculptures, ice skating, snow tubing, and ice hockey. Some adult activities lined up for the Winter Carnival include wine tastings, a Bavarian beer party, and a fire and ice bar. There will be endless entertainment with tons of things to do. See and eat with the dessert contest, live music, and Zumba classes. Check out the entire Cooperstown Winter Carnival schedule at cooperstownwintercarnival.com. Man, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Definitely want to go to one of those events.
You should.
Sounds like a great time.
When we come back, Connor Chapman will take a look at your 5-day weather forecast. Stay with us.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to Oneonta News Now. Let's find out what the weather has in store for us this week with our meteorologist, Connor Chapman.
Thanks, Joanna. Yeah, not too bad of a day out there. Pretty seasonable temps with right around 30 degrees what we hit. We actually did have some peaks of sunshine come in, which after a long Oneonta winter does feel good this time of year. Right now we're sitting at about 27 degrees, which actually we may be kind of confused because we had a pretty mild January. This might feel pretty chilly. It's actually pretty normal for what we're seeing this time of the year. We did have a little bit of measurable precipitation, but not too much, just some flurries, and that's kind of going to be what the deal is the next few days. Looking towards tonight, going to be in the mid to upper teens, about 17 degrees, with some scattered snow showers. Might pick up a half an inch to an inch in some local locations, particularly the hill towns, but nothing that should interfere with morning commute or anything. Again, tomorrow, pretty seasonable, a little bit on the chilly side for what we might be seeing this time of the year, but climatologically speaking, this is about the coolest time of the year, where we usually reach about 30 degrees for the day. So, as I said, a little below average. But yeah, might be seeing some snow showers. Again, Hill towns could pick up a scattered inch or two, but nothing that should pose any delays to anybody. Statewide, pretty seasonable. What you get into the Adirondacks, gonna be a little chilly. Like Saranac Lake, not gonna make it out of the teens throughout a lot of the high peaks in the northern Adirondacks. Gonna be pretty chilly. But you head down towards lower Hudson Valley, New York City, Long Island, flirting with 40. So spring is on its way. We'll see what the groundhog says tomorrow, if it sees its shadow or not. Who knows? Looking towards tomorrow night, we do have a deep upper level trough, which is affecting a big part of the country, bringing a lot of cool air in from the Arctic and parts of northern Canada. As a result, 10 degrees, that's below average even for Oneonta. But not to worry, that shouldn't last too long. Because looking towards the 5-day outlook, we do have a couple nights, Saturday night, going to want to make sure to carry that jacket or that sweater if you're going out. But we are going to be having a bit of a warming trend. Because we'll be having a clipper system that should come through. We'll keep an eye on it, but so far it's not looking like more than a scattered inch or two for here. Updates to follow in case the models change, but at this moment shouldn't be anything that should pose too much of a threat. But that should change the patterns a little bit to allow for some more seasonable air to come in. 27 Monday, looking around 29, 30 degrees. Tuesday, definitely warmed up. We still got to take a look to see what the air is going to be doing, because we are monitoring a storm that will be coming in Tuesday night, whether that's a rainstorm or a mix or a snow, yet to be determined. Right now we're erring on the side of rain, but definitely be prepared just in case. That's all from me, though. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Connor. Newly inaugurated President Donald Trump has started to reshape the United States immigration enforcement policies through executive action. Trump has signed 2 executive orders directing the building of a border wall on the U.S.-Mexico border wall, as well as the speedy deportation of undocumented immigrants. Beginning today, the United States of America gets back control of its borders, Trump told employees of the Department of Homeland Security at the department's headquarters located in Washington, D.C. The executive order calls for a boost in Border Patrol by an additional 5,000 agents, as well as 10,000 new immigration and customs enforcement officers. The president's moves have stirred quite an uproar among immigrant activist circles and even raised questions surrounding immigration policies in the U.S. In regards to funding, the order noted that President Trump may look to Mexican officials to pay for the wall.
A Spokane, Washington police officer pulled a woman from her burning vehicle this week with not much time to spare. The cops started out by smashing the car's window to free the woman trapped inside. After pulling her out through the broken glass window, the two staggered away from the flames towards pedestrians waiting to help. The driver was said to be unharmed. The police officer suffered from minor smoke inhalation and was later released from the hospital in healthy condition.
On January 21st, over 1 million people attended the Women's March in Washington, D.C., while over 5 million people worldwide participated in various women marches to promote women's rights, immigration reform, and to address racial and labor inequalities. Dozens of celebrities and politicians participated in the Women's March on Washington and around the world this past Saturday. Alicia Keys, Madonna, Cher, and Emma Watson were among those in attendance. Many male celebrities were also in attendance. Those who were unable to attend the various marches lent their support to their female friends via social media. Hundreds and thousands of people marched in solidarity for the protection of women's rights. Marchers took to the streets carrying signs ranging from "Keep Abortion Legal" to "Girls Rock." Former Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton took to Twitter to show her support for the women's marchers, writing, quote, "Thanks for standing, speaking, and marching for our values. Important as ever, I truly believe we're always stronger together," unquote. Coincidentally, the attendance numbers for the Women's March on Washington greatly outpaced those for the inauguration ceremony.
A 94-year-old great-grandmother celebrated receiving her college degree this week. Amy Creighton put her education on hold in 1962 to return to work and raise her 4 children following a divorce. She stated, quote, "It feels good to graduate, to finish that part of my life, but I feel that I'm still on the road. I have much more to learn," unquote. Amy Creighton finished her college degree with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Creighton is the oldest graduate from her institution, Southern New Hampshire University. The officials there believe she may be one of the oldest students in the nation. To congratulate her on this achievement, a president of the SNHU, Paul LeBlanc, flew from the Manchester School to Honolulu, where Creighton lives, to personally award her diploma at a surprise graduation party. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Creative Writing and English.
Thanks, Joanna. Stay tuned to ONM for your weekly sports update with Austin Teeterbaum.
I mean, I was just a kid. And you never knew what mood he was going to be in when he came home. It was brutal. My dad, he would come home, and there's one time where...
Good job, bring it back. Chad wasn't a football player per se. He was just a kid that needed to be a part of something. I don't think he had anyone as a role model or someone showing him what to do. It's okay, you're doing good. You're okay.
Coach Marr was the only person I really trusted in this town. You know, he was always there.
And I'm so proud of you. You've done well. Done well.
Welcome back to Oneonta News Now. Austin, what are some of your Super Bowl predictions?
I believe the Falcons are going to take the chip. They're going to do it. I got a feeling. No more Patriots. But, as always, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to sports. Let's get right to it. NFL news, the New England Patriots stumped the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday night in the AFC Championship game, 36-17. The Patriots secured their date in the Super Bowl 51 against the Atlanta Falcons on February 5th in Houston. It will be New England's 9th trip to the title game, an NFL record. Brady carved apart Pittsburgh's secondary throwing for a postseason career high of 384 yards with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. This marked Brady's 9th postseason game with at least 3 passing touchdowns, tying Joe Montana for the most in NFL history. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones shredded the Packers' defense and will earn them a trip to Super Bowl as well. The Atlanta Falcons are heading to the big game after soundly defeating the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game, 44-21. The Falcons' offense looked the part against the Packers right away, scoring on the opening possession and ranking up 325 yards of total offense in the first half. Matt Ryan finished up the half with 271 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, as well as his first rushing touchdown since Week 1 of the 2012 season. The New York Knicks go into a 4-overtime thriller versus the Atlanta Hawks. The game took 68 minutes of clock time to decide a winner on Sunday afternoon and evening at the Phillips Arena. In one of the wilder games in recent NBA memory, the Atlanta Hawks outlasted the New York Knicks for a 142-139 victory in 4 overtimes. In Red Dragon sports, the SUNY Oneonta women's basketball team overcame an 8-point halftime deficit and picked up a 67-50 road win at SUNY Potsdam. Sophomore Madeline Frank led the comeback effort with a career-high 21 points while grabbing 12 rebounds to record her first collegiate double-double. Oneonta will play again this Friday night against Buffalo State to start the first of 6 home games to end the regular season. SUNY Oneonta men's basketball team cruises past SUNY Potsdam 97-71. 5 players scored in the double digits for the first time this season, which is led by senior Mikey McElroy's 21 points. Oneonta missed only 9 shots in the second half, where they built their lead to as many as 34 points before inserting the reserves to finish the final 8 minutes of the contest. Oneonta will close out the regular season game with 6 straight home games, as well as beginning this Friday night against Buffalo State. Tip-off is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. And that's it for your weekly sports update on Oneonta News Now.
Thanks, Austin. Join us again next time for your up-to-date news, sports, weather, and more. I'm Barbara Prempe.
And I'm Joanna Weinhammer. This is Oneonta News Now. Have a good night.